it still is rent free, like completely rent free. Like I'm paying you rent. Like
I ought to be paying them on
Like-
a monthly basis for as much as I listen to this.
right.
Like I can sing all of their parts. I'm sure you can too.
Like the landlord is paying me
Right.
to stay in their place.
Right. I
Right.
agree.
Hello. Welcome to the Bitchy Podcast. We're your hosts, James
and Stephanie.
Here on the Bitchy Podcast, we are passionate about good music and a great vocal. In most cases, we'll use the vehicle of NBC's The Voice to give you our take and our feedback on each contestant's vocal and overall performance. But we are on a summer hiatus from The Voice, and we have just wrapped up our best of. So if you've not checked them out, please go to the Pitchy Podcast on many different social media platforms. We're everywhere. You can find us YouTube, IG, Facebook,
TikTok,
all the podcast platforms.
Yes.
To check out our best ofs from season 27.
Yeah.
So before season 28 begins, Stephanie had a really wonderful idea that we were going to go back and randomly take some of the repeat offenders. Now, repeat offenders in a good way.
Yes.
Where we would have songs that have been recycled on the show over seasons.
Yeah.
Some we were had the awesome privilege to review on the Pitchy Podcast, and some we did not.
Mm-hmm.
But we thought it would be fun for us to kind of battle those recycled songs that happen to be some of our favorite performances and favorite songs, like overall, like over the course of our existence.
Mm-hmm.
So Stephanie picked out 3. And how are we going to do this, Steph? Are we going to do 2 for everyone and save 1 for the Patreon, or what would you like to do?
No, we'll do all 3. What happened with our Patreons is our third song that we're going to talk about was actually picked by our Patreons. So, so they got to pick which song we did, and I gave them a couple choices, and they were able to determine our third. What we will do, though, is I have some comments. I already know I have some comments that I want to share in Patreon. So if you want to join us there to get a little bit more feedback about some of the songs and some of the performances and some of the artists that we're going to talk about tonight, $5 on Patreon. The link is right there. Go ahead and join us there.
Please do.
Yes.
So without further ado, our show shouldn't be that long this evening, but it should be fun nonetheless, because if I'm being completely transparent, like, you're hurting me. You're killing me, Smalls. Stephanie, with these songs. Like, you're killing me. Because you're making me, like, choose impossible things.
Yeah, because I don't know if we made that clear. We're going to go through a couple performances of one song, and we're going to see who did it best. We're going to choose who did it best. I don't know what James is going to say. James doesn't know what I'm going to say, but we definitely want to hear what you have to say. So please share in the comments who you think did it best as we go along.
All right, Stephanie. So, what do we have first?
Okay, so first off, we have one of our favorite songs that a few years ago, I never even knew this song, and now I can't get enough of it. It is Electric Feel by MGMT. And our 2 performances that we are going to discuss are Raine Stern. She was a blind audition on season 20 of NBC's The Voice. And she's going to go against Devix and Sasha. They did this song in the battle rounds on season 22. So let's talk about Raine first.
A slow girl, just shock me like electric eel, baby girl, yeah. Tell me a horse of electric feel.
Come on, Kelly. Now, Stephanie and I weren't watching The Voice on the regular, like we were watching at it, and we watched certain performances. So this, I believe, I don't know about you, Stephanie, this is the first time I had ever seen
Oh no, I've seen this.
This one, okay, I had never seen this one, so this one was new to me.
Okay.
And oh my gosh, like, okay, Raine, she gave me everything. Number one, the fact this was a blind,
Yes.
and artistically and stylistically, she gave me everything I wanted on this song.
Yes.
Like, and just to think, like, she brought her own interpretation.
Yeah.
Being that this was a blind, there really was no, and I'm sure there was coaching, but there isn't the intensive, right, that they get when they progress past the blinds that they get from the voice team.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first time I had heard this song outside of course, Sasha and Devix, and I loved it. It made me fall in love with the song all over again. I thought her offering was superb.
Yeah.
She gave me a little Devix and a little Sasha, all kind of mixed into one, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and like she didn't give me all that they gave, but I saw both of stylistically what I liked that both Sasha and Devix brought to it. And I love this version. You were holding out on me, Stephanie. I had no idea this one existed. And
I had no idea you never seen it.
No.
I had no idea.
It was so good. And I don't know how far she got in the competition. I hope it was far.
Yeah.
Because it was amazing. And this song is not easy.
No.
It is not an easy song because Sasha and Devix, which we're going to talk about shortly, because you know we've talked about that and often reference them ad nauseum.
Right.
But this song is so nuanced. There are such little things that to an untrained ear you'll miss. But if you've listened to it as much as Stephanie and I have listened to it in an unhealthy manner.
Unhealthy.
The flips, the yodels, the kitchen sink, as I originally described it as what Devix, I felt Devix threw at this song.
Right.
It sounds like you're riding a horse. It's like
it's very steady.
Yeah. It's like trotting.
Yes.
It's like a horse trotting.
Yes.
It's like in like, or almost like a gallop, but it's like you're going across the plains and you're in this pace. It's like a pace.
Yes.
It's intentional pacing is I guess what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So brilliant. I love this version. I had to listen to it multiple times. It was so good.
Yeah, I would not. I don't know if I would have well, I would have, I think, but I really assumed that you had heard this version. I thought that you had shared this version with me, to be quite honest. But it might have been a case where I was just like ODing on this song after I heard Sasha and Devix, and I just wanted to find any cover of it. So again, this song is by a group called MGMT, and what I loved about Raine's version is that it's a little bit closer in tempo and in feel to the original version.
Yes.
Which made what our next artist which made what they did so incredible, because they completely flipped the song on their head feel wise. Back to Raine. Raine added the rock to this song. I wonder if the coaches knew that she was playing the electric guitar along with singing. They should have known, and I'll tell you how they should have known. She was duetting with her guitar as she was playing.
She was.
It was absolutely incredible. She was playing the electric guitar on electric feel, and it was absolutely incredible. By the end of the song, there was like complete snappage, and it was just like the way that she kept going up and up and up, it was just like mind blowing. But what I don't understand is why those coaches did not turn before that point, because she was singing down before that point. And I'm just like, what is wrong with y'all?
I think because it's an unconventional song.
Maybe.
You know?
But if you notice, Nick Jonas and John, like right away, they were like, because it got a feel to it. And she was like, but I understand what you're saying. If it is a kind of familiar song, you're kind of finding your bearings in the song. along with listening to the vocals. So it can be a little bit like, I got to find my footing in the song. And the pacing, like you said, is kind of interesting because it's so it's a very different feeling of a song. So there's a lot to kind of get your bearings with it. But I love Raine's version. Like, for as much as I listen and watch Sasha and Devix, I probably watch Raine's just as much because I love that their feels are different.
Right.
So let's go ahead and jump to Devix and Sasha. And I'll start. Just as James said, we have listened to this and watched this an unhealthy amount of times. This is one of the voice performances where it's like, I remember exactly where I was when. And I remember watching this and knowing that James was watching too and hoping that he was feeling the same that I was, and he did. This is one of the most magical arrangements I have ever heard on this show. And in our next song, I'll actually talk about another one. But I remember like the feeling was just like, how are they creating this feeling? And again, the feel of their version of this song is a little bit, the tempo's the same, but the feel is different. It's a little bit more acoustic-y and a little less electronic as with the original. Devix vocal on this song is just unreal, especially for a male vocal. The things that he was doing were like, I don't know that I've ever heard a male vocal do these things. Yeah. Like every line felt
that straight up. I don't even think Devix knew what he was doing.
Right. Like every line felt intentional, and he did know this song and Sasha did not. So that's another angle to this whole thing. Everything that he did felt really intentional. And we always talk about how Devix used all the tools and he's in his toolbox. He certainly did. But Miss Sasha, this is when I was like, oh, okay. And I remember Blake saying, y'all better watch out for Sasha, because give her another chance on another song. She's going to blow y'all away. Like her vocal was pro. Like some of the things she was doing was absolutely incredible. I felt like they were both masters of nuance and dynamics in their own way. And them coming together was just, it was magical. This song will always be magical to me.
Stephanie and I have said, if we ever went back over all the seasons that we did, this would be in our top 3 of all time performances since we've started doing the Pitchy podcast.
Yes.
I felt like we were there. I felt like we were in the audience. I felt like we were experiencing, like, I was going back and watching, like, Ariana, and the way she was reacting, the way she was leaning in.
Yes.
Almost like in astonishment.
Yeah.
It's just one of those moments. And it's funny, Stephanie, because you kind of picked 3 songs tonight where I felt like similar things happened. In all of these moments, be it individual or be it collective. In battles or knockouts or whatever. I felt that Devix and Sasha were instruments in this arrangement. I didn't feel like they were voices.
No, they were instruments.
I felt they were just instruments with their own melodies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
As a voice should be.
Yes.
But I felt it wasn't a human instrument.
Right.
Right? It was almost mechanical.
Yeah.
Because it didn't sound, they weren't making human sounds to me. Like, it's the best way I can describe it. Like, both of them. And it was totally different tones.
Yeah.
Totally different. They were doing totally different things.
Yeah. Couldn't be explained.
Can't be explained. That's the thing. We're still talking almost 3 years later.
About this song.
We still can't explain it.
We're still in awe of it. In awe of it, I should say.
I remember talking to, because we talked to both of them, and I remember, didn't they go? They did shows together.
They did.
I know after
they released the song. It's on Apple.
They did. I just don't know if it ever
What I appreciate about what they released is that it was very similar to what they did on the show. However, you just can't beat what happened in that room.
Right. Yeah. It was a moment. It was a moment. It was why we do what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, James.
You know what it was, Stephanie? I felt after that performance specifically, I felt we really had purpose as a podcast.
All right.
Like, I felt like we had purpose. Now, granted, this was still the same season as Kim, right? So it's like,
yeah,
that was our inaugural season. So it was so special.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it was just one of the many crazy things that happened that season.
Yes, 1,000%.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was a crazy season. Bananas.
Woo, okay. All right. So who did it best? Raine or Devix and Sasha?
Yeah, it's still Devix, and not saying that Raine didn't put up a valiant effort, but it was still Devix and Sasha, because where they said, what's the famous phrase that the colloquialism people use? It still is rent free, like completely rent free. Like I'm paying you rent. Like
I ought to be paying them on a monthly basis for as much as I listen to this.
Right.
Like I can sing all of their parts. I'm sure you can too.
Like the landlord is paying me.
Right.
To stay in their place.
Right. I agree.
It's beyond rent free. Like the landlord's paying us.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. It's Devix and Sasha for me too. It always will be. I love Raine's version, but it'll always be Devix and Sasha for me.
Okay.
All right. So the next one is
song.
I can't even get it out. Oh my God. The next one is Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish. We had two really amazing versions. And again, this is a solo artist going up against a battle grouping. So we have Libianca's version. Libianca did this for her knockout on season 21. I believe she was on Blake's team. And Libianca's going up against Lavender and Alexis Wildish, who did it for a battle in season 24.
Who are we talking about first?
Let's talk about Libianca first.
If I could change the way you see yourself, you wouldn't wonder why you're here. They don't deserve you.
All right. You can go. You can go first.
Okay, so tis another that lives rent-free in my brain, that stays on my YouTube circuit frequently. Another one where, as much as I love
food for the soul, right?
Yes, as much as I love Billie's version, Libianca's tends to be the one that I sing. I think this was an experience. This was a take your time, sis, because you telling a story. There's one part where the lyric is, it could have been a nightmare. And her voice literally sounded like a nightmare. She was like, nightmare. I was just like, oh my, what are we doing? Oh my gosh. Like the whole performance was come on choice. I feel like I was able to visualize the story of the song as she was singing. That's how come on choice it was. This is another one where the instrumental arrangement was magical. There were things that were going on in the chorus where it was like a do, 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 that was just like, what is happening? What the heck is happening? As much as I love, and James can attest because he references it a lot, that I love all lines that are finished. Libianca would do these vocal choices or whatever, where it almost sounds like the ends of her phrases were frayed, and it was just so texturally delicious. And again, her melodic choices on this were just incredible. And by the end, like, she was going up in her register higher than I thought that she would. And it was just such a surprisingly beautiful, emotional, raw performance that even the coaches, like all the coaches, were looking at her like, yo, Billy might have to hand this one over to you.
Yeah, I felt like it was a Prince throwing his guitar up in the air and it never came back down event. Like the way she ended it, especially because it's like if like that high note literally floated into heaven. Like,
it did. It
literally.
did. It absolutely did. It absolutely did. It absolutely. Where is it? Where did you go?
I think it's still floating.
Right, it's still up there.
Years later, I'm still looking for it. And here's the thing, you all. Let me tell you something. Libianca did not come even close to winning this show. And she is a huge international artist.
She a store. She a store.
Huge. Like, huge. And because of the artist that Libianca is now, this version, y'all, has 2.5 million views.
Oh, does it? I didn't even check to see.
Yeah, if you go back and look, I peeped that today. 2.5 million views of this. Let me tell you what made this.
I'm probably 500,000.
Stephanie's like, oh, don't check the screen. Don't check it. Don't check it because it's me. I'm trying to find. There's so many lyrics to the song, and I can't find the part I'm looking for. Libianca, very few times over the course of us doing this show, I feel these artists get lost in their performance. And when I say lost in their performance, I don't mean like lost and they don't know where they're navigating to. I'm talking about truly let go of the nerves, or at least this is how they appear. Let go of the nerves and let the song take over and let their giftedness that they've been gifted with, them and the song fuse into one. And I felt like that every time Libianca sang. Especially like that, and what's the one she did?
Woman.
Like I just felt
let me be your woman.
You couldn't. Okay, y'all. She was singing like now songs.
Yeah.
Reinventing now songs.
Yeah, that was Doja Cat.
Yeah, and woman, that song was like out then, right? And I'll never forget like the BGVs. But we're not talking about woman. We're talking about this one. I felt like she truly got lost in it.
Oh yeah.
For all the right reasons.
Oh yeah.
But let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna get technical for a second. She got lost in it, but she didn't keep her eyes closed.
No, she did not.
She connected.
Yes, she did.
Even Libianca had the eyelashes, she had everything, right? Libianca, she's glam, she looks like royalty. I mean, she's gorgeous. She walked out there, looked like a star.
I know.
But she stayed connected.
She sure did.
She literally got lost in the song.
Yeah.
And like just everyone got lost with her.
We sure did.
What I really looked when I went back and watched, especially the majority of these performances I knew, I went back and really watched the coaches' reactions. Because I know a lot of these performances cold.
Yeah.
But I felt like Libianca was one of those few special artists that took us there with her. And we got lost with her. And it was one of those where, and I think this is why this touched Stephanie. Stephanie already has a place, I know, in her heart for this song. Like this song has an emotional reaction, right? And I felt like Libianca took you there, right?
She took me all the way there.
Billy already took you there.
Billy drove me there.
Right.
Libianca
said, get out of the car.
She said, get out of the car.
I'm not coming to pick you up until you have truly, fully experienced the song the way I've experienced the song. That's the thing. Thank you. I was looking for the words. Libianca wasn't going to let you leave this song until you experience what she experienced with the song.
Ooh.
Right? right? And that's what it was. And that's what made it
my
so
God. That's
ridiculous.
what it was.
And that's why, to me,
I could cry because I felt it. Oh my God.
It was too short, but it was perfect. But it was just long enough. And I know that's oxymoronic, but we were so entranced with what was happening while it went, and then next thing you know, you're like, what? And then she gives us that float into to the heavens note at the end, and you're like,
cry.
It's over?
I could cry. I know.
You know, what just happened?
What just happened?
And I felt every single word, and I tried to scream, but my head was underwater. They called me weak, like I'm not just somebody's dog. Ah! No. I can't even get the words out.
She said, thought I could fly.
Yeah.
And I dreamt of the gold.
So, anyway,
Jesus.
That's what made it so special to me. She took you there. She kept you there. Wouldn't let you leave until you felt what she was feeling.
I felt it.
In the song. And that's what made it so ridiculous.
Okay.
Now.
Yes.
Now. I had completely, if I'm being completely transparent, I had completely forgotten about Lavender and Alexis.
If I could change the way that you see yourself, you wouldn't wonder why they don't deserve you.
Let me tell you something. For me, it's how Lavender opened the song.
Oh,
it's how she opened the song. I'm gonna try to imitate this the best way I know how, y'all. This is really rough. She said,
podcast too.
I had a dream. I had everything I wanted. Like, that's the best. And again, that's not good, y'all. But Stephanie, you know exactly what You know exactly what I'm talking about. And I was done. I said, stop it, Lavender. Just stop. I remember saying, and then it took me back. And I remember saying, nope. I remember stopping when I first watched it. I remember stopping it and be like, nope, not tonight. Not tonight. I remember saying that. I said, no. That's just the first line. You can't do that tonight.
Not tonight.
I'm not getting emotional tonight.
Right.
No.
And
stop.
we ain't even get to Alexa. You ain't even get to Alexa.
The way she manipulated her voice, a la Billie Eilish.
Yes.
But it was a different tone, right? She did what Billie does, but Lavender did it in her own voice, so that what's made it even more ridiculous.
Right.
So she took Billie's style. She stylized it like Billie, but it was not Billie's voice.
No.
Which made it bonkers.
Yes. Wow.
So Alexa comes in, and here's what Alexa does. Alexa, like the assassin that she was, she played it straight. When she came in, no vibrato, no nothing. Straight, glorious. Alexa already had her tone. We remember she was our ethereal. She grew up around the trees.
Yes.
If y'all remember Alexa, like
that's what she sounded like.
Up.
That's what she sounded like. She sounded like nature.
Nature. Right. That's what we used to call her.
Nature.
But then when she started singing the second verse, let me tell y'all, and I kid you not, because I watched it back 3 times to see what really happened. Y'all, time stopped when she sang that lyric. And it's like she started to slow down. You saw time slowing down. You couldn't even take a breath.
Yeah.
You couldn't even... John Legend was like,
Yeah.
like you almost had to gasp for
Yeah.
air
Yeah.
because she gave this look and then the tears started welling up in her eyes
Yeah.
because the song hit her like it hit Libianca,
Yeah.
like it hit Stephanie,
Yep.
like it hit me when Lavender came and I said, nope. And that's why this song's so special, right? But Alexa, she stopped time.
She literally did stop time.
Did you catch that?
I never
Why
thought
would she start in that second verse?
I never thought to put it that way, but the way that she delivered the vocal along with the instrumentation, she sang the lyric, I tried to scream, but my head was underwater. And that's when time stopped. And she said, they called me weak. Like I'm not just somebody's daughter. And the way she delivered that line, that's when everybody broke. Because that's the thing. I'm going to jump in for a second. That's the thing about Alexa. Alexa was an assassin in her lyric delivery.
Yeah.
She told the story of the song with the way that she delivered the lyric, because she would sing it unlike the original melody. She would either do a pause before or pause after or speed it up or slow it down. It was the way that she delivered a lyric that made you feel like she was telling her own story.
No one phrased like Alexa. I don't think in any season that we watched, no one phrased. And it took me back to all of her performances. No one phrased like that.
Nobody phrased like Alexa. She was an assassin.
It was just, it was crazy. And it's like, the rest of it was spectacular.
Yeah.
But I was so stuck on what Lavender and her did in the beginning that it's like I got confused. Like I was like, well, where am I?
What happened?
Which way's up?
They put us in a haze.
Yeah, I was like
what?
Like a dream, right?
Just like a dream. Just like a dream.
And that's to me the power of music, and that's why music is so potent. That's why, honestly, we need to be careful with music, because it is that effective. Yeah.
I just have one more thing to say about that performance, because I really did think that their chorus together at the end of the song was really powerful, and I love the way they delivered it. It sounded almost like a country delivery, because they would sing, as long as I'm here. Like it had like a country swang to it. Yeah, it was really cool. But just their voices together. And we made note of this in the original podcast, but it's never lost on me. When they sang, if I could change the way you see yourself, and they both pointed to the audience. And there was just something so powerful with their look, and just something as simple as a point. It was just like, I just wanted to weep. It was just so powerful. So powerful. All right. So who did it best? Libianca or Lavender and Alexa? It's hard.
For me, it was Lavender and Alexa.
Ooh.
For me.
Ooh.
Yeah. You probably will disagree. For me, it was Lavender and Alexa because I felt, and this is so personal, like the way Libianca moved you is the way Lavender and Alexa moved me.
Well, to be clear, I was
I know you were tore up from the flow up.
I was thoroughly moved by both.
Right.
Okay, so let's let
me take that back.
You better take that back real quick. Let's make that real clear. I was thoroughly moved by them both. I am going to pick Libianca though, because there was just something about her entire delivery and about the instrumentation of her version that felt magical to me, like electric feel Devix and Sasha.
Right.
But I love the Alexa lavender version.
And you know what? And that's just me tonight. And I'm going to say that tonight, I think it's also the shock factor of I completely forgot about that version. Completely. And I was just like, I was like, like I almost couldn't breathe. I was like,
yeah.
I had a dream. I was like, and that, and that's what what's her name sang like that this past season. She had that in her voice.
Yes, Lucia. Yes.
It's just, you can't even describe it.
No.
It's just,
no.
It's life.
It is.
Okay.
It is. All right. So for our last performance, this is the one that our patrons picked. If you would like to pick the song for our next Who Did It Best episode, because there will be another, go ahead and join us on Patreon. Please. They picked Gravity by John Mayer. Now we have 3 different performances. We have Mac Royals, we have Jamar and Mariah, and we have Jan Dan. Let me first say Mac Royals did this for his blind audition on season 24. Jamar and Mariah did it for their battle in season 23. And Jan Dan did it for his instant save on season 26. So let's talk about Mac Royals first.
Oh, gravity has taken better men than me. How can that be? Just keep me where the light is.
Oh, gravity.
When everything aligns, when the band aligns, when the swag aligns, when the singer aligns,
swag aligns,
when the judges are ready to hear what they were ready to hear.
Oh my gosh!
The coaches.
Absolutely.
When it's the right coaches of that season.
Did you see Niall? Like when the guitar lick started, he was like, "Oh!" He was like, "It's gravity."
He said,
"It's gravity."
John Mayer. Because he quickly corrected Gwen because she's like, "Oh, blues," and he's like, oh, "It's John Mayer." It's Gravity.
He knew right away.
And then I love when I like that voice. That's a pretty
voice. That's a pretty voice.
I said that was more than a pretty voice.
That's more than pretty.
I'm just gonna put it like this. Mac Royals is one of the few contestants.
Yes, she did.
Every time that person sang,
young man.
I'm not gonna call Mac. I'm not gonna call you out your name, but you know what I was going to say. Every time that young man sang, I wanted to cuss because it was so disrespectfully good.
Yep.
It was just, he exuded cool. He exuded slick.
Mm-hmm.
He exuded, to me, a lost genre.
Mm-hmm.
Not lost, excuse me. A genre that you don't see anymore as much.
Right.
A genre that Stephanie and I grew up in. A genre that our parents kind of raised us in.
Mm-hmm.
Like as far as the soul music of the 70s, of the male groups, and then it led to the 80s and 90s R&B, 90s, early 2000s R&B. There is a swag, there is a confidence, there is a zhuzh. I'm trying to think of other words that you just have it, that you're going to walk out there and you know you are about to light up that stage. If you looked at Mac, even though Mac had dark glasses,
right?
Mac said, I'm about to, his eyes explained it. I'm about to walk out here, sing this song, and get an instant 4-chair turn.
Right.
He knew it.
Right.
The second he opened his mouth.
Right.
That they were going to go pop, 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 pop.
And they sure did.
It.
Yep.
And you can't say that for most of the contestants that come on that show.
No.
The majority,
no.
You can't say that.
Mm-mm.
And right, wrong, or indifferent, love them or hate them, And there were some questionable calls, in my opinion, I felt on Mac. I felt like Mac got unjustly called out on some things with pitch issues that, as Stephanie and I always say, and Stephanie's husband, we didn't hear him.
I didn't hear him.
Through that season.
Right.
Because it was just another level, in my opinion. You got to bring him down because he was so far another level. And so that's what I liked. I like that Mac went out there. He went, you know how LL, y'all, for those of you who knew LL Cool J back in the 90s, LL used to like lick his lips and be like,
yep.
Mac went out there and was like, gravity. Like that. And it was over. It was over. Right? 75-year-old, what's her name?
Reba.
Shit, they're cheesing. Mac knew it. Mac knew it the second he opened his mouth. They was going to get a 4-chair turn, and they will be fighting over him.
Yeah.
That's all I want to say. Because, I mean, we talked about Mac nonstop. Stephanie?
Yes, we did. It's like, sing, Deacon. Sing, Deacon. Like, it was just, this was the sermon hymn. After Mac got done singing, the pastor was going to come up and preach, and then they were going to close service. It was just so effortless. Like, that's all. It was just effortless. Like, and that's why he knew he was going to get them 4-chair turns, because it was just like, this is just another day in the life.
And then the usher board would still have to be down there with all 500 of the ladies laid out in front of the altar.
Slain.
With the sheets over them.
Slain. The icing on top of the cake, though, was the falsetto at the end. That's when it was like, okay.
He knew it.
He knew it. Mm-hmm.
He knew what he was. He knew what he was going to do. He had a plan. He knew exactly what he was going to do, and he did it.
And he
executed every single time like that.
Yes, he did.
And don't get us started. Don't get us started on finally getting, because not only did he give us during a 3-way knockout, Lost Without You.
Yes.
And then he had the nerve to follow it up with Untitled, How Does It Feel? And with the mic coming out the air. I was like,
yes, only you. Have it your way. Okay. We're not talking about that song, though. But Gravity. Probably one of the best blinds I've ever seen. All right, let's move on to Jamar and Mariah.
I never know what makes this man with all the love that is hard to stand. You dream away, to throw it all away.
You go first or me?
I'll go first. I can remember thinking, wait a minute, is this the same Jamar from that we saw in The Blinds? Like,
where his wife was like, baby!
Yeah, it's like, sing, baby! And we were like, yeah, he good. But he came out there with his guitar, and he just sang that thing down like the pro that he is. It was just so cool to hear the cool timbre in his voice. Like, there's a higher timbre to his voice, and he just sang that thing down like it was another day and played it down as well. But the coolest thing was, and I know that we remarked on this during that season, is that he definitely elevated Mariah. Like, when she opened her mouth to sing, I was like, oh, wait a minute, because I don't know how young Mariah was, but she was much younger than Jamar. And it was just like, how is this actually going to go? But hearing what was coming out of her mouth, I was like, oh, this is this is going to be one of our top ones this season. Like, I was really impressed by their rendition. But what I also was, I thought was really cool is that I wish we could have seen the rehearsals, because some of the things that Jamar could do with his voice, were just crazy. And hearing what Mariah was doing with her voice, I feel like there was some good coaching going on, because I felt from him, because I felt like she probably wanted to do a whole lot, and he kind of reeled it in for her to make her sound the very best that she could on that song, along with him doing what he was doing. So I thought that it was a really cool partnership. I loved hearing them when they sang together. And this was another one where it was like, take your time. Sing the song and take your time.
To be honest, I wanted just Jamar on this. Listening back to it, it was so ridiculous what that young man was doing, because he was actually playing lead guitar on it.
Yes, he was.
Which it's John Mayer lead guitar. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And had a nerve to be singing it better than John Mayer. Are you kidding me? And playing it as well as John Mayer. Are you kidding me?
Right.
I wanted just Jamar on this, and to your point, yes, he did elevate Mariah. I thought Mariah was doing the best she could, but this song to me was catered to Jamar's voice.
Yeah, 1,000%.
It was perfectly suited for for his voice. Therefore, I feel like Mariah really had to work hard, and she was a good student because, like you said, very good coaching, because her voice, like you said, probably naturally didn't want to do the things that she was doing, but whatever the coaching was, whether it be from him or from one of the voice coaches, she was making all the right choices. But Jamar on this, it was sick.
It was sick.
It was sick. And this is where we, like, Stephanie and I said, okay, we went from how did he make it past blinds to front runner. Like 1,000%. I'm talking about like he jumped over everybody.
He did. Hurdle.
And I just was like, I mean, because this is the same season as like Allie and all of them, right?
It was
some hitters.
It was a thick season.
Riley. I mean, there were just hitters.
It was a thick season
on this season.
Yeah.
Kate, like all of them were on this season. He was one of the people I did not want to see go. I wanted to have him go all the way to the end. And that's why I think we got so excited when Chance brought him back for Same Drugs. And then he was in the background just going, oh.
He really was.
And yeah, I think he was one of the most underrated singers of any season that we've experienced on this show.
Yeah, it was great. All right, and last we have Jan Dan.
Gravity is taking better men than me. So how can that be? Let's keep me where the light is.
I mean, I just wanted to shout. Y'all, Jan Dan up until this point was giving us Hootie, Rocker, like, I don't know, easy listing Bryan Adams. Like,
who does Dust in the Winds? Because that's the one.
He was giving us like easy rock. Like, easy listening rock. Like, everything I do it for you. Like, what's the song that Richard Mark sang? Motions apart day after day.
Wherever you go.
Like, he's giving us that, right? That's what he was giving us pretty much up until then. And then, was this a save?
That's what I said. It was an instant save.
Boy, again, I almost called him out his name. Boy, he said, oh, hold on.
I mean,
it's like the vocal, it's like he was like, hold on.
1,000%.
Let me go into the fridge. different set of vocal cords.
He put in his gospel chords.
Stephanie and I were like,
I said, oh, he freed up. He said, I'm finna go home. I'm gonna go out how I want. I'm gonna go out how I want. Yeah.
He said, try Jesus at the end. I said, no, you did not.
He absolutely did. I mean, it was giving gospel from jump. The opening intro he was humming to, I said, it's over. It's over. And what I love is that he did what you always say, James. He gave us the first verse straight. And then by the time he got to that second verse and he said, oh, gravity. I said, oh no, we're done. I said, now he's going to give it to us. He's going to give it to us. And then there was a part once he got to the end where the drummer did the hit that was like, I said, he's unlocked. I said, the Holy Spirit is moving. The drummer is unlocked and it was over. And that's when he started talking about try Jesus. I said, you know what? I said, I've never in my life heard somebody on The Voice do like the gospel, like he did like the at the ends of the lines. And I was like, hallelujah, chains are being broken right at this very moment. And he just flat out sang it down.
I said, we on Sunday's Best? Or we on The Voice?
Are we? Did I flip the channel by accident? And we was on Sunday's Best.
It's Kurt about to walk out.
Yeah.
Yo. I said, okay, Jan. All right. We see your game.
We see you.
Young man. We see it.
Yes.
That man can sing anything.
He sure
sing
can.
Anything down.
Down. All the way down.
He's like, you want easy listening rock? Sure. You want gospel soul? Sure.
Got it.
And everything in between. You want Dust in the Wind?
Dust in the Winds.
You want 70s folk? Sure. So unassuming and so spectacular.
Yep.
All right. I need you to pick this one first.
I will. This one's easy for me, and you might not think so, and I'll tell you why it's easy. It's Jan Dan, because he went all the way there. Matt gave us, Matt took us into the sanctuary. Jan Dan laid us out. And I had the sheet over top of me.
All your money, all your offerings.
He took all of my offering. Yes, I paid for the whole building. The whole building fund was paid for by me based on that performance. So for me, it's Jan Dan.
You know, honestly, I needed all three of them. I need a trio. I need each of them to take I need each of them to take some.
Yeah.
Right?
Pass the mic.
That'd been too much.
Pass the mic.
It'd have been too much. It'd have been it'd been too much. Mm-hmm. No, it was Mac. You know, as Mac for me, what slightly edged out Mac for me over both Jan Dan and Jamar was the arrangement. That like the way Max came in, filling them. They went off. Yeah. And I keep going back to Reba's reaction. Reba's like, she just looked like she just wanted to sop him up with a biscuit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was Mac for me.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Awesome show. Oh, this was so fun, Steph. Thank you for this idea. Stephanie, tell everybody what they need to hear.
Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Pitchy Podcast on your favorite podcast platform. And while you're there, please rate us with 5 stars and a kind review so more friends can find us. And then hop on over to YouTube. If you are not already there, search for The Pitchy Podcast and hit that subscribe button and the bell so you know when we drop a new video. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Pitchy Podcast. And we are on Blue Sky at thepitchypodcast.bsky.social for new episode alerts, episode clips, so much more. Join us on Patreon. We are still on Patreon, and we have a lot to say on Patreon. For only $5, you get the show early, along with the bonus content, along with other extra bonus content, and that will continue on up and through till the next season, where we will have even more bonus content. So only $5 per month. Hope you join us there.
All right. Well, we'll see you all next week for some more content. And I hope everyone's having a summer. Hot, cool. We're in a reprieve of
yes,
the heat.
we are. Thank
we're
the Lord.
loving it here in the Mid-Atlantic states. So we'll see you all soon.
Bye.